So obviously, the first question I'm dying to ask you is, how did you find this space? How did you get set up?
So Justin, can I help with anything? Oh wow. Did you have a okay time finding the place? There's a back room. You can anything you want to tuck away, or leave it out. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, that's great. I'm so glad you wanted to do this. It's really awesome.
Oh, I love it.
How long have you been teaching it? I'm probably asked you.
13 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Almost, well, it'll be 13 years, and it'll be full time, it'll be 12 years at the end of December.
Wow, that's great. Sorry.
We want to
Yeah,
capture. So the reason you want to do this?
Yeah, that was invading me. It came upon me. I wanted to just include people that I found to have interesting work, to do interesting things, to have interesting ideas, and to sort of see how that came together. Because there's nothing that's synonymous about this at all.
Right.
And so I wanted to just use this as an experiment. The guy who should be coming this afternoon is. And then Jodi was our neighbor in Pittsburgh at the bus stop.
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
You're good. This is good stuff.
She moved from our neighborhood a little bit out of Pittsburgh and started a sheep farm. And
the woven piece?
Yeah.
Or the knitted piece?
The knitted, yeah. So she's now starting a mill where she wants to dye her
own fabric,
wool, right? Because she now shears them and she crafts the sheep into wool. So there, I don't know if you'd be interested, but make sure before you leave, take one of these, save the date.
Definitely. That's true. Okay.
So you know Pittsburgh has all those bridges all over the place. And then as I thought, and she had just posted, I had been following her on Instagram, a lot of it's Instagram, and she was giving away a free pattern, you get on a mailing list, and then I had looked at this space and walked around the neighborhood, and I don't know, all you see is like the underneath of these bridges, right? The Manhattan Bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge. I was like, oh, Jodi, you have to. You can see
So it
scales
turned out
tipped, but yeah, well, it is what it is. But I really enjoyed the interview process. I have to say,
I love that stuff.
it was nice to meet people, get a sense of the department in different ways. I mean, I've been there 10 years, but I feel like I'm in, I'm out, So it was kind of cool to get a better sense of things. But anyway, and we got Luis for tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So he wanted to dress up as Uncle Sam and have people come and throw flour and rotten eggs, no, rotten tomatoes. And I thought that sounded really cool, like if we were in a farm or something.
That's a party piece kind of thing.
But yeah. So we had different folks here, like this guy here who's got his zines, and there's a CD player. I haven't played it today. I should. Um, he was a student of mine in Pittsburgh. In graphic design, and now he's a professor of writing at James Madison.
Oh, nice.
He's really cool, yeah, and it's very like he's got one short story at the end of the CD that's about like the fashion in the Death Squad. It's very interesting. It's very touching. And just sort of see how that came together, because there's nothing that's synonymous about this at all.
Right.
And so I wanted to just use this as an experiment. The guy who should be coming this afternoon is
This is the musician that's going to.
yeah, I don't know him very well at all,
Yeah.
but he responded to my email. I sent out like a thing to the music club or whatever, and he was like, I want to do it. I thought students, and I have some students coming, one student and his band tomorrow and Sunday, and they got hold of like the subtext is creativity conquers fascism.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So they want to dress up as Uncle Sam and have people throw things at them. So I'm hoping, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But he was so on board. He was immediately responsive. Like whenever I send out an email, he's like the first one. Just thumbs up, kind of stuff. So I don't want to like squash the I don't want the
Freshness
art to
of
get
it.
ruined.
Yeah.
But maybe can you throw? I suggested turmeric because it looks like turds, rather than flour. So remember, New York has a rat problem.
Well, I want you to come,
I know I do, and
but I don't want to blow up the gallery
I
either.
know. So we'll have to see. I don't think he knows how small the space is, too. But since I signed up to do this has been so like a point of enthusiasm for me.
Oh, that's great.
I've been so much more.
This being the show.
Yeah,
Right,
so much
okay.
more excited about working on this than teaching than anything.
That's great.
And having them write a little more fiction, like to use terms from my class in the stories that they make up, and that's interesting. I should do more of that actually, because some of them get like out of bounds. It's interesting.
Yeah, if you really get to talking and they feel like something, you feel like they can express something or say to express something,
Yeah.
nerve,
Yeah,
something.
open that door,
And it's really really good. Off the book, so.
looking at deadlines, and yeah. The artist who's working on these little small pieces She's a fiber artist. Her work is really interesting. It's usually more sculptural,
Okay.
and it hangs from the ceiling
Okay.
or it stands.
And these are these small pieces to our right.
Yeah.
Q house, and to the right, add image.
She usually doesn't show them. So I asked her if she'd show them.
These are hers as well, I think.
Yeah, you know, there's this. She lives in Beacon. There's this kind of interesting overlap between, I don't know, like her bio. She's much younger, in some of the places we inhabit. So I asked her. She showed these on Instagram, and I thought they were gorgeous. So she showed. Like this one showed up on Instagram, and
The one on the far side there?
yeah, this little piece. And she calls them her beach drawings. And she says she usually doesn't show them.
I've been practicing to add this in because
Oh yeah?
I like to, the band that I'm in, I like to surprise them. We play a lot of Grateful Dead.
Oh really?
And like mix in a lot of other covers and things. I haven't delved into any of our original stuff with them, but so we jam a lot. We like to create different pathways from one song to another.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I always try to throw in little like theme songs from odd little
Yeah.
things.
Huh.
So I'm working on the Monsters, trying to sneak in.
Okay. That's great. But it sounds Grateful Dead-ish too.
Yeah, it does.
That's great. Awesome. Monsters.
That I do.
That's funny.
Before them, yeah.
Which I wanted to ask, is this your first show in Manhattan?
No.
Okay.
I've had it here and there, different places. I mean, I don't.
Because a lot of times for folks, like I know the first time I showed in Manhattan, it was kind of,
Yeah. Oh,
wow,
yeah.
I've arrived. Not really.
Really. There's a lot of walls to knock
Yeah,
down.
totally.
No, you know what? That's actually the point of origin is I'm so fucking sick of getting rejected for things. And my
Yeah.
work is like some work is not so strong, some work is really strong. Like
Yep.
you know, I'm a pretty good painter.
You are.
And it's like fuck you know.
Right. Totally.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna do my own thing and get a space. And
I
then
love it.
and then I really wanted it to be more of a community thing.
Yeah.
You know, like because you feel so isolated sometimes. Like, you know, and those rejection. And I don't do juried shows a lot because it's like, fuck you, man. I don't know. So I just send stuff to people that I met. Like if I know somebody and I want them to look at my work.
Right.
But you know what? I'm 62.
I've had enough.
Who cares?
I want to do my thing.
You know, I want to do my thing.
I want to do my thing. Right.
You know what? Carrie James Marshall. I show a video to my students about Carrie James Marshall, and he says you got to drive your own bus.
You do have to drive your own
You really
bus.
do.
Right.
You make your own future.
You do.
So,
But you got to stop worrying about what everybody else thinks of you driving your own bus.
yeah, you do.
And once you get to that point, then you
That's
can
it.
drive your own bus.
That's it.
Yep.
And I think I'm right at like you're the Tai Chi. I think I'm right at the line.
Right. But
Yeah.
you want to stay in balance.
Yeah, you
right?
do. You want to stay in
Otherwise, you
balance.
fall over and then they punch you in the face.
I know.
And nobody wants to get punched
I don't
in
want
the
to
face.
get punched in the face. I'm not good at getting punched in the face.
Uh,
So, yeah.
hoping to, I'm one of the people that like, art to unfold the way it's supposed to, or the way it does, or it's life, going for life too. I want to just show up and do my thing and allow it to be whatever it wants to be. I don't know what would be meaningful or have any potential to connect with anybody.